Yeah.
Yo, what up?
You guys already know what's up. It's the Wrestling Fan Squadron. And on the last episode of WWE, Crown Jewel is going to be the subject that we're going to mess with first tonight. So we're going to go with predictions, and we're going to go with what we think about each matchup. So let's get started. What's the first match on the card? What do we got?
First match of the card I have here is the largest tag team turmoil match in history of determined.
Tag team turmoil. So that's like what, like 6 teams?
Oh,
6 to 18.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams. Yeah.
10
Wow.
tag teams?
10 tag teams.
Who's in it?
5 on each brand.
It's 5 from each brand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Pretty much.
That's a cool concept. I
You
like
got
that.
the B team, the what is War Machines? Is that what you call them?
They've changed their name several times. I'd like to inform you of that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm so
They
confused.
are the
got-
Viking Raiders.
No, not the
that's
Viking
all-
Raiders.
Heavy Machinery.
Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, right. There you go.
You got the New Day, but
Oh, they are
sadly,
there.
but sad to
not
say,
The Viking Raiders are there. Yeah, you're right.
Xavier Woods is
They're
not
just
in
not-
there, so he's
I
he's injured.
thought he
He's
was
out.
talking about
And
War
not the
Machine.
list.
Well,
Because War Machine was Viking. Wait. It was the Viking Experience.
the Viking experience. And then you have the
The actual Viking experience.
the actual Viking experience.
It's just down the line we went wrong.
You have
Rudolph.
Yeah, I would
Rudolph.
we call him
We
Rudolph.
called him Rudolph. That's the Bobby.
Dolph
Robert.
Ziggler.
Robert.
Breakout team.
Robert Roode. Do not
Yes,
call him
Robert.
Bobby.
Oh,
Do not
Robert.
call. You got to call him
He
Robert.
does have the
Roode.
stash in this picture.
Yeah.
Then you have the OC. All 3 members, which is AJ, Luke Gallows, and Arn Anderson. Then you also have the other tag team from SmackDown. You have the
Carl
Revivals. Then you also have Zack Ryder and Curtis Hawkins
The
and
Major
the
Brothers.
Lucha House Party.
Yeah. So this is a gimmick match with whoever wins doesn't really matter. So what is this? Elimination?
It's not really. It doesn't.
I mean,
say
it's got to be
but it has to
elimination
be.
because
Everybody
who's
all over
gonna
the
get a
place.
pin?
Yeah,
You're gonna get.
seriously.
There's gonna be like how many referees is that match gonna have? It's gonna have like 4 referees.
So what is the concept of the match?
Huh?
How do you think how it's going to be put together?
Well, you could just say that everyone's gonna be completely covered up the entire ring. I don't know. How the hell are you gonna see?
Yeah,
this?
they're gonna be on the outside. It's gonna be a mess. Obviously, it's gonna be no
Definitely.
disqualifications. They're gonna be all over the place. I expect it to be. You gotta keep in mind also. They're in this is Crown Jewel is the Saudi Arabia show, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they gotta do as much for them as while they're there, so that they could get their money's worth. So this is why they crammed so many teams in one match, so that people could get that experience of
Correct.
seeing a lot of talent. So that match is definitely I like the gimmick. It's cool, for what it is, because Crown Jewel doesn't really. It's
have to put a
it's
lot
out of the timeline of the main storyline basically.
One of the things that concerned me is that AJ Styles is in here, but I don't think he's actually part of the match. Maybe he's probably gonna be outside ringside with the
Wait, it
guys.
says AJ.
Most
Oh,
likely.
the OC.
The OC?
But it says the OC, or it says
OC, as in all 3 of them are in there.
like by name.
Well, not by name, but it just shows it there.
No, it's probably just Luke Gallows, and because AJ's got the match.
Correct. Yeah. Because
AJ's got
AJ
his
has
match.
has a
He's the U.S. champion. He can't be
yeah.
in the match.
Yeah.
Exactly my point. Why? So because they're gonna have a 20-man battle royal for AJ Styles United States Championship.
And whoever wins in...
Oh, whoever
against
wins
anybody.
goes against AJ that
Yeah.
day, or like on SmackDown.
Possibly the same night.
I'm gonna guess the same night. Maybe that could be also like a double matchup for one person. It's a possibility.
I don't know.
Well then.
That's
But as far as the tag team, what is prediction? What do you guys think from your standpoint? Who you think might win?
Yo, we should put money on this one because
Yeah.
it's 9 teams. You said
10 teams.
10 teams.
10.
All right, so let's say what brand do you think is gonna win?
In my opinion, I say Raw.
I agree. I have to go with Raw.
Raw. I'm going Raw too. I don't think a SmackDown team's gonna win.
I don't think they're gonna win either.
Nah, I think SmackDown because I think Viking Raiders are gonna.
Wait. Viking Raiders on SmackDown.
Yeah.
No, they're not SmackDown.
they're on Raw. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Raw. Yeah.
I
There
was
you
thinking the
go.
wrong
Viking
thing.
Raiders is on Raw. They're the
I
forgot that there
Mad
was a draft.
confused. Mad
Messed up
confused.
everything.
I forgot there was a draft.
Yeah. We gotta rearrange people
Stuff
now.
was moved around.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time. And who do you guys think is gonna actually win the match? Like, who's your top pick for each team?
That's what I think. Viking Raiders.
Viking Raiders is for my mind. For mine.
Viking Raiders on
And
Raw
the Revival?
and SmackDown on Revival. Plain and
Yeah.
simple. Those are my
Yeah,
two
the
top
champions.
picks. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, one of those two teams. I'm gonna say that's it. I don't think I don't think it'll be an oddball team. I don't think it'll be one of like the random teams.
One thing I can tell you for sure, they're gonna have a hell
Well,
of a
New
match.
Day, New Day's in that in
Who do you
there
think will
also.
pull up the upset? The B team?
I'm expecting a B team. I'm expecting that. I'm
Wild card.
Yeah.
Who's your wild pick? Who's your wild pick? Besides the obvious possible winners, Ernst.
The Major Brothers.
The Major Brothers? Oh, that's because you some action figure. You're going for your boys over there. Juan, who you think?
I got the B team.
The B team, B team.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, it's so
It might
whack.
be New Day, though.
So whack. I think New Day is my pick.
New Day is your
It might
wild
be
card
New
pick.
Day.
Yeah, that's my wild card pick. What's the next match? What do we got?
All right, we're gonna go for the AJ Styles 20-man battle royale.
So who's in it? They don't say anything.
Doesn't
about
really
it.
say. Really.
Doesn't
Let me
really
see if I-
say.
It's
let
gonna
me
be
see
mad
if I read
random ass
more.
dudes.
Let's see. Do they have a list? I'm not.
Everybody
seeing the
else
list
is in
yet,
a
no.
tag team match.
AJ is on Raw.
Yeah.
Is Cedric is on Raw also, right? Cedric Alexander.
Cedric
he's on
Alexander's
Raw.
also on
He's
Raw.
on Raw.
I think it'll be between Cedric and who's the other guy who was kind of like messing with
Drew McIntyre. No,
Messing with
he's
AJ.
in the-
that
The
was.
latest one was
he's in the
Braun
fire.
Strowman, but he's gonna be.
Oh, he's gonna
facing
be
against
So it's gonna be
Tyson
either Cedric or someone totally new, someone who wait, he's on Raw. Oh, Aleister Black.
Ooh.
Oh no, he's not. He's
Good
not
pick.
allowed in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
He's
that's
not
right.
around.
Controversy got hot
Daniel
goss.
Bryan. He's not.
Daniel Bryan
And
doesn't
Kevin
wanna go.
Owens.
He doesn't
Daniel-
want
yeah,
to.
he
And
does not
Kevin
want to go.
Owens.
Yeah, there's some
Kevin Owens
political.
refused to go as well.
And
Sami Zayn.
And Sami
Sami
Zayn.
Zayn.
There's a lot of
Kevin Owens.
people for different reasons, because Saudi Arabia is kind of suspect.
Yep.
So they don't want to take that trip, and they don't want to, the reason Aleister Black cannot be there is
he's tattooed.
his tattoos. It's kind of weird because he could have just worn a full bodysuit, but he decided to be like, yo, you guys don't want me there, so
That's who he
I'm not
is.
going. That's who he is. So I respect that. So yeah, if I think Cedric, who do you guys think? Random pick for a little feud with AJ.
I can't really.
But that feud's been
doesn't
going
really
on
come
for a
to
while.
mind.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of like
it kind of died out. A
But
little
that's
bit,
kind of why I think they'll do it again because they're kind of predictable. So,
If it is, it
Yeah.
should be one last time. And
but
that's
it needs to be like Cedric needs to beat him basically. Like Cedric needs to win the Royal Rumble and beat him because they really want to push Cedric. Cedric Heyman really likes him. Paulie really likes him. So what do you guys think? Huh?
I'm
I feel
gonna.
like I can't think of anyone because everyone else is on a different match.
Exactly.
They're all like,
Yeah,
there's
who's
the
on-
Hulk
who's-
Hogan, Ric Flair match. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like you got Ricochet with Hulk Hogan's team, and it's like
All the
they
people
still
I was
have like a
thinking of
little
are
bit
in
of
this
fuse there.
in this match.
Exactly. Like there's everyone here that we want to pick, and we can't because they're not part of. Their chances are right now may not be part of the match.
Who knows? Maybe they.
If they
Work twice.
are, I will probably have to pick from the Hogan match. I will go back to Ricochet, or if not, Mustafa Ali. But then
That's what I was
Ali's on SmackDown. That's the problem right there. So are they gonna trade? Are they gonna exchange belts to another brand or what? That's the case.
They'll
I think
they'll do
Ali
that.
is gonna go for the IC title
Mm.
against Shinsuke Nakamura. Survivor Series, in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then again, it's like
And it's gonna be in Chicago.
so. But chances are most likely going to be Cedric.
Oh, that's a good one. He's
That's
from
his-
Chi-Town.
He's from Chi-Town, yeah.
So
He used to
I
be a
can
cop.
see him winning the belt.
He used to be a cop.
And
And then he's gonna have a parade.
exactly.
Yeah, Mustafa's very talented. He's just he's another as Ernie would say, another Seth Rollins clone.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah,
clone.
so that
But
big
it's just
long
in terms
hair.
of looks. Like all these dudes got long black hair, but obviously you could tell who's who. But
Yeah.
and their in-ring skills are they're
Completely different.
But visually, like if you saw them at a club and you had a few drinks in you, then yeah, you would get confused of who's Seth Rollins, who's the other guy, the guy with the guitar, Elias. There's
Roman Reigns.
Ooh, how about that?
Drew
Elias.
McIntyre,
Oh,
AJ
the
Styles.
long
Oh,
black
he's injured
hair.
right now.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
injured.
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Who's injured?
Elias.
I think he
Yeah.
broke his ankle or something.
Damn.
Yeah, but he could still do his promos and his stuff, which is what
No, but I
he's
was
known
expecting to see if he would win and go against AJ for the title right there.
but
That's what I was
Nah,
thinking right
he's
there.
just
But
staying as a heel.
yeah, AJ's gonna play the heel. It needs to be a face. So that's what I'm saying. Cedric Alexander.
So I'm gonna say, yeah, but most likely it's gonna be
I
Zack
think that
Cedric.
makes sense.
Another way to say it.
Everybody else would probably be like NXT call-ups or something. Like, just for Saudi Arabia, because they need heads.
Yeah. Whoever didn't take the whoever who didn't opt out of the Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
plan.
whoever's like, yo, that.
We're going. I'm getting that cash.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what else? What's the next match? What do we got?
Mansoor versus Cesaro.
Mansoor wins. We don't even got to discuss this match.
Unanimous decision right there.
Mansoor's gonna win versus
Not fair to
Cesaro
Cesaro.
because he's the guy who's
there.
Middle Eastern. He's
Yeah.
there to he's there to for his people. So
Yeah.
they're gonna.
So this happened last year.
He's
He
there.
won.
he won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
and now he's gonna win this one again. So he'll never lose, obviously.
Yeah,
He won the Greatest Royal Rumble?
Yeah, he
Like
won
the
last
second
year.
one? Oh.
Yeah, he won last year
I
in
forgot
Saudi
that-
Arabia.
I just thought it was Braun. I forgot all about that.
Oh man.
And I just felt like there
So
was a million
basically,
cards.
he's facing Cesaro, and obviously Cesaro's just gonna make him look good. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Unless Cesaro does like a super mega heel turn or some crazy thing like something shocking, I don't see Mansoor losing.
Nah. Well, because they don't do this like on a weekly basis, so there's nothing for them to go back to if Cesaro does win. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He can't
yeah,
get his payback or his revenge or anything. So it doesn't work story wise.
No offense, but that's the end of that conversation. Next one.
Who do we got?
Who we got?
Now we have the two legends, the icons matchup: Hogan versus Ric Flair.
Oh, Team Hogan versus
Team Hogan,
that's
Team
right.
versus Team Flair.
Team
Yeah.
Hogan.
This-
So lineup for Ric Flair's team, we have
Damn,
the
Henry-
member Evolution,
Harry-
Randy Orton.
Harry
Randall
B
Keith
missed
Orton.
Harry B missed this podcast
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with a Flair
With a Flair.
subject in it.
Yep,
I'll do it for him.
really bad. for him.
Woo!
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we
you, Harry.
have
That's for you.
Randy Orton, King Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Drew McIntyre. Those are some heavy picks
This
right
reminds
there.
me of
Vince McMahon would say there's a lot of beef in that.
Oh man.
this team reminds me of Survivor Series 2003, Lesnar's team.
Oh
Team
god.
Lesnar
Like,
versus.
I remember that.
There was what? Team Lesnar versus.
It was Big Show,
Show,
Lesnar,
Mark
A
Henry.
Train,
versus Team Kurt.
Mark Henry.
Was it Team
Yeah.
Kurt?
Team Kurt.
Yeah, that was a lot of beef in that man. It wasn't Matt Morgan in there. Wasn't Matt Morgan was in that match?
2003, you said?
2003, yeah.
Yeah.
The blue.
And what's the other guy's name?
Wasn't it Mark Henry?
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't that big dude who didn't last too long, bald headed dude
Yeah,
in that
Nathan
match?
Jones.
Nathan Jones.
That was a monster
What a horrible
team.
guy.
They
Yeah.
lost.
That was a failed. That
That was a
one of
huge
the big epic failed WWE
That
runs
was it.
ever.
That was like
Not that
over
the guy,
1,000
whatever,
pounds
didn't work out,
combined.
but that was
he was very bad. Like they.
yeah. He
sucked.
was.
He wasn't ready.
He was the look. He had the look. Did
Yeah.
not have the
Yeah, he
in-ring
was trained by
skills.
Undertaker.
No, yeah.
Okay, so
Undertaker
here
tried
it
to
is.
help him. Tried
A
to
picture that I just got from Google here. We have Brock Lesnar, Nathan Jones, Big Show, Matt Morgan,
Yeah, so that's
The
what I mentioned
Blueprint.
earlier. The blueprint.
the Blueprint,
A Train.
and
Yeah, A Train was.
What do you-
was
you know,
still, A Train wasn't Japanese yet.
No.
Lord Tensai.
yeah, Lord Tensai, and they have Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Hardcore Holly,
John
Who?
Cena.
Who?
Hardcore Holly.
Wait, who was the guy you mentioned second?
Chris
Yeah.
Benoit.
Chris
Yeah.
Benoit.
Damn, we're not touching that subject.
Yeah, that's not that subject for sure. And Hardcore Holly. Then you have
John Cena.
JBL, and the surprise guest was John Cena on that match.
Obviously, that team won.
Obviously, that's exactly what happened. And let me remind you, at that time, that was Thuganomics John Cena, not
Yeah,
the
this
Attitude
was
Era.
this was
right.
coming up, John Cena.
Yep, that's right.
That's when Smack